Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here for the May 3rd picks, Flex Play Friday, which I'm excited for. I got 6 picks today instead of the normal 3, because of course it is Flex Play Friday. Coming off of a rough one. Assuming Nick Batum gets his 5th rebound, we're going to go 1 for 3 tonight, which kind of stinks. But we cashed out the last 2 nights, so you can't win, every night. Obviously, sports betting is pretty hard. But today we're going to be looking at, like I said, the Friday night slate. We're doing all NBA since it's the playoffs, and we're going to go ahead and start and get right into it with Donovan Mitchell. And all 6 of these are hitting the under, hammering the under, because the Mavericks are a really good defensive team. Both of these games are going to be races to 100, so you love the slow pace, you love fewer possessions. It's playoff basketball. It's back to what it should be, which is a race to 100. And with the first one, we're going Donovan Mitchell with the under here. If you look back his last 5 games, we're looking at the series here. Of course, two of the 5 games neither team got to 100, which is crazy. And in only one of the 5 games did both teams get to 100, which is also kind of crazy. And Cleveland is averaging 86 points per game in Orlando. That is not good at all. Donovan Mitchell himself is averaging, let's do some quick math here, about 15 points a game in Orlando, whereas he hadn't scored less than 23 in Cleveland. This home away thing, it's a real thing. Home court advantage is a really big thing in the NBA playoffs. So I'm going to smash that under. Just looking at, 18 and 13, 2 absolute stinkers in Orlando. I mean, he hasn't been really shooting it that efficient other than game 1. He hasn't been that efficient the whole series. Obviously, the Magic are keying in on him. So the first things first is going to be Donovan Mitchell with the under, and he's got that little star thing, so he gets a little bit more of a booster. Second thing is going to be Paul George, and I'm about to make a YouTube video on the main channel on this. If you haven't, go check that out, Backyard Buckets. But the Mavericks are really shutting down the Clippers right now because the Clippers don't have enough 3-point shooting. Other than PG, other than Harden, and Harden was 2 for 12 the other night, which I thought it was a free slot. It wasn't, it turns out, with that discount. But right here we got PG minus 24.5. He's had one good game in this series. Early on when they had Kawhi for this game. But this game, they didn't have Kawhi. He got hot at home, which I'm a little bit less confident in this pick than the Donovan Mitchell pick, but I'm still fairly confident because he got hot one time. He went 7 for 10 from 3. That is not sustainable, especially against this Mavericks defense, where the degree of difficulty of shots he's getting is crazy hard. He's got to pass the ball because they're funneling it. They're all focused on Harden and PG, and the other guys are just not making shots right now. I'm going to have to go with the under here. As you can see, another series where one of the games you didn't even get to 100, and then again, all but one of the games, at least one team didn't get to 100. So slower pace game, fewer possessions. With that being said, the less for Paul George. And once again, he's getting the stars. Now, I'm actually going to be picking quite a few goblins tomorrow. So if you want to do that, you can. But I'm giving you, regular picks today. For the third guy here, it's going to be more of the same. Okay, the Clippers, they're in a bad spot right now. Their shooters are not hitting shots. The floor is very congested right now with the Mavericks. And so I'm going to have to go James Harden with the under. Yes, he had been riding the over here early on. But the 2 games in Dallas, he averaged, about 26, 27 points a game. So fairly solid, but he was on fire this game from the field, couldn't miss. So we're going to take that as an outlier. He was really shooting the ball well early on in this series. And again, you could say this is the outlier in his games, but I think with the adjustment the Mavericks have made on the defensive side of the ball, they have these dudes in jail right now. It's really tough. And again, the Clippers haven't even scored 100 points in 3 of the 5 games this series. I'm going to have to go with the under here. That's what the playoffs have been all about this year, is low-scoring games, unless you're talking about that Bucks-Pacers series. So James Harden with the under there as well. All right, so once again, sticking with the same theme, and this one's going to be Luka with the under on points, rebounds, and assists for 2 reasons. 3, it's going to be a low-scoring game. There's not going to be enough possessions for him to get what he normally would in the regular season, which is where this line is set. 2, he's still sick. And 3, he's playing with a hyperextended sprained knee. So with those 3 things in mind, he has been phenomenal this series, all things considered. But I don't think he hits his line for this game in the points, rebounds, assists category. Okay, so this is going to be back in Dallas. He's probably played better in LA in this series. But I'm still going to go with Luka with the under on the points, rebounds, assists there. So, next up we got Ivica Zubac, and the Mavs have made the adjustments this series. The Clippers have not. And again, the Clippers have kind of been down a guy, so they've been kind of limited in what they could do. But the rebounds for Zubac were going under here. He was a monster through the first 2 games, and then ever since then hasn't been really the same. He's been scoring really well this series, honestly. They've been looking for him a lot, which is why I wouldn't mind the over here. But 10 rebounds, we're going to take the under on that line because, like we said, fewer possessions, and they're kind of shutting them down right now. They have Lively and Gafford, while Zubac's backup is Mason Plumlee. He's not exactly wearing people down. So we're going Zubac with the under. And then the final pick is going to be Paulo, whose turnover line is at an absolutely outrageous 4.5. Now, if you look at this, you might be thinking, well, this is kind of a tough pick here. 3 out of the last 5, he's gone over this line of 4.5. On the road, he's averaging 7.3 turnovers per game. At home, he's averaging 2. That should be all you need to know. We're going less with Paulo, and that is all lesses, all unders, hammering the unders today with this Flex Friday. So hopefully if these picks do help you out, make sure to go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow this channel out pretty quickly. If you did enjoy, like we said, like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. Let me know your favorite play today. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.